Greetings Diecast Racing Fans, Sharky here, and welcome back to Vulcan Raceway. Although we're not actually at Vulcan Raceway today, we're actually at a closed section of the A11 where we have had permission to race. Today we're going to have 10 races, all one and done, all dealt with via the random draw. So let's get on with it and let's get that draw done. So here we go for the episode 2 draw. As per the American Muscle, we've got 2 bags. Everything goes face down. And then we'll turn them over at the end. Bag 1 empty. Bag 2. Last 2. So we've got car G, which is the Comish in the BMW M3, starting off against car J, which is James Sterling from Gravity Track GP in Australia in the Nissan 300 ZX Twin Turbo. Car E versus car H, car B versus car I, car F versus car A, and finishing the first half we've got car D versus car C. Car D starts off the second half as well against car I, car J versus car G, car H versus car F, car E versus car C, and finishing off episode 2 in racing we have car B, which is TKJ from TKJ Adult Diecast Racing in the 94 Chevy Caprice versus Moose from GITB Racing. So it's an all-American final race this time in the 51 Hudson Hornet. This concludes the draw for episode 2 of the Hot Fuzz competition. Now that's the draw over and done with. We can see all the cars are lined up here. There's the last comp champion being guarded by our security team and guard dog. And there are your 10 cars, including Boyd there, our 2 times champion, last winning in this car in the last league. And this time he's driving the Subaru Impreza. And we've got Hikari Rin, who is the tuning specialist at Raven Customs. And he's driving this Nissan Skyline in this competition. Given things are a little bit different, I'll give you a little bit of a run over the track. So you can see down here at the finish line, we've got the Flying Fenman, who is going to be our finish line adjudicator. He's down there. You can see we've got some of the track safety team here. You can also see the nice new sponsor boards. Thank you, John at Modelmatic. Oh, there's a Portaloo. And to Keldon at Raven Customs. Love my new car. Thank you, Keldon. the teams there. I need to move up to the start line. And there we go. Shout out to the other one of the sponsors, which is Tomley RC. Thanks again for all your support. There is another sponsor board coming for the BERCC. We just haven't got it ready in time for today's episode. So it's time to get down to the racing. So here we go for the first race of episode 2 of the Hot Fuzz head-to-head league. We have got car G, which is the Comish in the BMW M3 in the left-hand lane, which is the white car with the green on the front. And on the right-hand lane, we've got another white car. This is car J, James Sterling, in the Nissan 300 ZX Twin Turbo. Let's see how they do. Oh, Twin Turbo pulled up, and the BMW M3 gets it on the line. Oh, Twin Turbo pulled up, and race 2, we've got the smallest car in the competition, which is car E, Dretty in the Fiat 500, versus car H, which is Jack Diamond in the BMW M5 Police. The Fiat 500 is the blue car, the BMW M5 Police is the silver car with the green thing. The BMW is on the right, the Fiat is on the left. Let's see how they do. What happened there? The BMW got the lead. Almost at the line. I'm going to have to review the finish line footage for that, but I think the Fiat got it, but we're going to have to look at the finish line footage. The BMW, we've got the lead. Wow, that was so close. It looks like E has it. For now, the Flying Fenman is saying E has it, but we're going to review the footage on a big screen, frame by frame. That may change. I'll put the notes in as we see it. Anyway, next up we have got car B, which is Tika J in the 94 Chevy Caprice, against Hikari Rin in the Nissan Skyline 2000 GTR. The red car is the Nissan Skyline. The Chevy Caprice is the, what is it, a sky blue car on the left hand side. Let's see how they do. And Hikari Rin looks like he's got this one clearly. Yeah, nice clear win for Hikari Rin, and the Chevy Caprice has pulled up part way down the course. Hikari Rin looks like he's got this one clearly. Okay, so next up we've got car F, which is Cuboid in the 07 Subaru Impreza. 2 times champion at Vulcan Raceways, Cuboid. We'll see how he does in this car. He is up against Moose in the 51 Hudson Hornet, and in the last competition Moose was chasing Cuboid down at the end, so we'll see how they do this time. So silver car on the left is the Subaru, white car on the right is the Hudson Hornet. Oh, Cuboid's whiffed it, as they say at one of my other favourite tracks, Wallside, and the Hudson Hornet takes it, with Cuboid pulling up part way down the track. Oh, Cuboid's whiffed it. So here we go with the last race of the first half. We have got car D, which is Mason Storm in the Camaro SS. He's on the left hand lane, that's the white car. And the black car on the right hand side is car C, which is Juicy J in the 98 IROC Firebird. Let's see how they do. Oh, that Firebird's fast and jumps there and takes the win nice and clearly. Oh, that Firebird's fast and jumps. So starting the second half, we have got car D, which is Mason Storm in the Camaro SS, versus Hikari Rin in the Nissan Skyline 2000 GTR. So the red car on the right is Hikari, the white car on the left is Mason Storm. Let's see how they do. Well, Hikari certainly pulled that one out of the bag, and he's certainly going to be one to watch this time round. It'd be interesting to see how he does against that IROC. Similar sort of performance, I think. Well, Akari certainly pulled that one out of the bag. Now this is interesting because this is actually the reverse of what we had in the first race. We have car J versus car G, and last time it was car G versus car J. So car J is James Sterling in the Nissan 300 ZX Twin Turbo. He's on the left hand side of the screen, and on the right hand side of the screen in the BMW M3 is the Comish. They've already raced once today. We saw it in the first race in car G, which is the BMW 1. Can he do it twice in a row? And the answer is yes, yes he can. And the answer is yes. So now we've got two of the most modern cars in the fleet. So we've got the 2015 BMW M5 Police driven by Jack Diamond on the left-hand lane, and on the right-hand lane we've got the 07 Subaru Impreza WRX driven by Cuboid. They're both silver cars. The Subaru has blue markings, the BMW has green. The green markings are on the left, the blue markings on the right. Let's see how we go. Oh, and cut off. We'll reset. Here we go. Nice jump start there to the Subaru, but I think he's whiffed it over the line, but he appears to be okay at the far end. BMW is very, very slowly making his way down to the far end. Nice jump start there to the Subaru, but I think he's whiffed it over the line, but he appears to be okay at the far end. BMW is very, very slowly making his way down to the far end. Now this will be interesting. One of my top picks in the competition is the IROC Firebird that Juicy J's driving, and Juicy J is on the right hand side, and it's the black car. On the left hand side we have the Fiat 500, who won his first match, which was Dretty, and we'll see how Dretty and that goes this time. And that was a clear win there for the IROC Firebird. And that was a clear win there. So here we go for race 10, last race of the day. On the left hand side we've got Tika J in the Chevy Caprice. On the right hand side we've got Moose in the Hudson Hornet. Moose won last time out. I don't know what happened with the Chevy Caprice, I can't remember. Anyway, we'll see what happens. The Hudson Hornet is the white car on the left hand side. The Chevy Caprice is a sky blue car on the right hand side. And the Caprice cut in front got a lead, but then pulled up. The Hudson Hornet, is it going to make it away? And no, he's pulled up part way down the track. So we will reset because nobody has crossed the line. Everything reset. Here we go. Oh! And the Hudson Hornet is rolled over. We'll have to see what's going to happen, whether he's okay. Bear with us. Well, the rescue team have got there. They've got him out okay. We're just going to get the vehicle flipped over and see what happens. Well, the good news is that Moose is okay. The car is okay. We've reset. It's amazing how well these police cars are built. And we'll see what happens this time out. Let's hopefully we'll get somebody getting to the finish line. And the Caprice is in the lead. And they've both pulled up again. We need to get somebody across the finish line, guys. Come on. Is this the fourth reset? The fifth reset? Right. Let's hopefully get somebody down to the line this time. Nice clear one. And the Hudson Hornet gets over the line. And the Chevy Caprice is just about and over the line. Just. Nice clear one. And the Hudson Hornet gets over the line. And the Chevy Caprice is just about and over the line. Just. Well, that concludes today's racing. Check at the bottom of the screen for a clarification on the race between Dretty and Jack Diamond. But as it stands at the minute, we have 4 cars tied jointly for first position, which is Moose in the Hudson Hornet, car A, Juicy J in the IROC Firebird, car C, the Comish in the BMW M3, car G, and Hikari Rin in the Nissan Skyline Car I. We have 2 cars currently jointly pinned for 5th place, which is Dretty in the Fiat 500, but subject to the outcome of the notes on the bottom of the screen, they may be dropping down into 7th. And Cuboid in the Subaru Impreza, because they're both 1 and 1. The top 4 are all 2 and none. And those that have lost all their races so far, subject to Jack Diamond moving up to 5th, potentially, depending on the notes when I'm able to go frame by frame when I review it. So we've got Car B, Tika J in the Chevy Caprice, 0 and 2. Mason Storm in the Camaro SS, 0 and 2. Jack Diamond in the M5 Police, which is 0 and 2, which could be 1 and 1. And then we've got James Sterling in the Nissan 300 ZX. That's it for today. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you all next week for episode 3.